The United States, a nation often described as a beacon of democracy, finds its elections captivating audiences far beyond its own borders. The decisions made within the voting booths of America reverberate across the globe, shaping economic forecasts, influencing political alliance, and even dictating the trajectory of technological advancement. This profound influence stems from the nation's unique position as a superpower, wielding unmatched economic might and military prowess. The world watches with bated breath as the political landscape of the U.S. shifts, acutely aware that the ripples of change will inevitably reach their own shores. Understanding the intricate ways in which U.S. elections impact the world stage is crucial for comprehending the dynamics of global affairs in the 21st century. Every 4 years, the global community engages in a careful analysis of the U.S. electoral process, scrutinizing candidate stances on issues ranging from international trade agreements to climate change. The outcome of the election has the potential to reshape global power dynamics as new administrations bring with them their own foreign policy agendas and priorities. The interconnected nature of the modern world amplifies the significance of U.S. elections, making them not just domestic political events, but rather global spectacles with far-reaching consequences. From the bustling financial centers of Asia to the halls of power in Europe, the world holds its breath, anticipating the ripple effects of the American electorate's decision. The global economy, a complex web of interconnected markets and financial systems, reacts sensitively to the political climate of the United States. Shifts in U.S. economic policy, often driven by the outcome of presidential elections, can send shockwaves through the global marketplace. Tax reforms, for instance, can influence foreign investment decisions, while changes in trade agreements have the potential to reshape global supply chains. The uncertainty surrounding election outcomes can lead to market volatility as investors adjust their portfolios in anticipation of potential policy changes. One of the most significant ways in which U.S. elections affect the global economy is through the Federal Reserve, America's central bank. The Fed's monetary policy decisions, such as adjusting interest rates, have ripple effects on global interest rates and currency valuations. A more hawkish Fed, for example, could lead to a stronger U.S. dollar, which can impact emerging markets that rely on dollar-denominated debt. The intertwined nature of the global economy means that even seemingly domestic economic policies pursued by the U.S. can have profound and often immediate effects on businesses and investors around the world. Trade, the lifeblood of the global economy, is particularly susceptible to the winds of change brought about by U.S. elections. The United States, as the world's largest economy, plays a pivotal role in shaping the rules of international trade. Trade agreements, often negotiated over years, can be renegotiated or even dismantled following a change in administration, leading to uncertainty and potential disruptions in global commerce. The imposition of tariffs or other protectionist measures can spark trade wars, harming businesses and consumers on both sides of the dispute. The interconnected nature of global supply chains means that even seemingly targeted trade actions can have cascading effects across multiple countries and industries. For instance, tariffs on imported steel from one country can impact the manufacturing sector in another country that relies on that steel for its own production processes. The uncertainty surrounding U.S. trade policy in the wake of an election can lead businesses to postpone investment decisions, potentially hindering global economic growth. Section 4, the global chessboard, geopolitics and the U.S. election cycle. Beyond economics, U.S. elections have profound implications for geopolitics, influencing the balance of power and the dynamics of international relations. The foreign policy priorities of a new administration can reshape alliances, redefine global threats, and alter the trajectory of international conflicts. A more interventionist U.S. foreign policy, for example, might embolden certain allies while raising concerns among others. Conversely, a more isolationist approach could create a vacuum that other global powers might seek to fill. The U.S. election cycle often coincides with periods of heightened global uncertainty, as other nations closely observe the campaign rhetoric and policy pronouncements of the candidates. The outcome of the election can either reinforce existing geopolitical trends or introduce new dynamics that can reshape the global order. For instance, a shift in U.S. policy towards a particular region, such as the Middle East or Asia, can have significant implications for regional stability and the balance of power. Section 5, technological currents. Innovation, regulation, and global influence. In the realm of technology, U.S. elections hold significant sway, influencing the regulatory landscape for tech giants and shaping the direction of innovation. The U.S. government's approach to antitrust, data privacy, and content moderation can have global ramifications given the reach and influence of American tech companies. A more stringent regulatory environment in the U.S. could prompt similar measures in other countries, while a more hands-off approach might encourage greater innovation, but also raise concerns about market dominance and potential abuse. Furthermore, U.S. government investments in research and development, particularly in fields like artificial intelligence and renewable energy, can have a significant impact on global technological progress. A change in administration can lead to shifts in research priorities, influencing the allocation of funding and potentially altering the trajectory of innovation in key sectors. The interconnected nature of the tech industry means that policy decisions made in Washington, D.C. are often felt in Silicon Valley and beyond, shaping the digital landscape for billions of users worldwide.